From the opening credits of Tar to the final flourish of Cate Blanchett's performance, the film is about control. The conductor is the perfect prism through which to study the human desire for control, and film very likely the perfect medium through which to evoke an evolution or devolution of this control. Todd Field's latest film revels in the control of the filmmaker over the audience, whilst reflecting the addicting and suffocating nature of becoming accustomed to that power. The opening credits, restrained, white capital letters over a black screen, force you to sit down and focus, as if the orchestra has just started to play in piano and you're waiting for the crescendo. Field has the power to hold you there in the dark, and transfers this power to Lydia Tarr in the first scene, who holds her audience in the dark, victim to her artistic intent, something which evidently preoccupies both the protagonist and the writer-director himself. In a world where you can skip credits or the next thing will start playing as the credits roll, the opening of Tar is not only a testament to the crew, but a rejection of this trend. Most interviews are consumed not in their original, complete form, but condensed by news channels or clips on social media, where you may be able to skip through or fast forward to the so-called juicy parts. Todd Field doesn't pander to the immediacy of media and the digital age, but gives us the opportunity to engage with a full portrait of an artist in her own words.
Well, in today's world, varied, it's a dirty word. I mean, our ear is one of specialists, and if you're trying to do more than one thing, it's often frowned upon.
Every artist gets typecast.
Oh, yes, aggressively so.
Later in the film, Tar will not have the luxury of moulding the audience's perception of her, but for now the orchestra of critics dances to her tune. Tar's control is inextricably linked to her focus, perhaps the most impressive and unique aspect of Field's direction in the first half of the film. The scenes are long, there are few distractions from the central conflict in each one. Tar, yet again, is the conductor of her audience, be it her assistant, Francesca, her wife, Sharon, or her assistant conductor, Sebastian. Her focus and unabating austerity is that of the committed artist. She refuses wine and doesn't touch the bread at the first dinner with Mark Strong's insecure conductor, and does the same in the two dinners we see her having with her former mentor. When having dinner with her new mentee, Olga, she orders a cucumber salad. David Lynch has talked about the link between order and creativity as complementary to each other.
I'm eating, for lunch, tomatoes, tuna fish, feta cheese, and olive oil.
Now, here's what's interesting about you. You eat that every day.
Every day.
Every day. Mm-hmm. You eat the same thing.
Yeah, it's very good. You know?
Well, I'm sure it is. Otherwise, we wouldn't eat it every day.
Right, exactly.
And what do we eat for dinner?
Chicken, little pieces of chicken and broccoli, and a little soy sauce.
Every day.
Yeah, every day, except when I travel. Then I go off that.
Is this? Can we say you're a creature of habit?
Yes, habit in a daily routine.
Yeah.
And then when there's some sort of order there, then you're free to mentally go off any place. You've got a safe sort of foundation and a place to spring off from.
Yeah. And you view that in terms of the creative process as very important.
It's very important for me.
For you?
Yeah.
Right. You don't like a cluttered room when you're thinking.
No. The purer the environment, the more, fantastic the interior world can be, it seems to me.
Todd Field shows us that Tar has this order at the start, through her austerity and the restrained focus of each scene. Not only that, but each scene also occurs on her terms. As she begins to lose control, the structure and cinematography of the film change. The scenes are shorter, less focused, and instead of conducting her audience, she becomes a ragdoll in a tornado of opinion, the subject of scrutiny at a deposition, or the object of spiraling hatred on social media that she cannot control. The seemingly sourceless noises that haunt her at night increase in frequency as she loses control. Whereas she can usually control every violin, trumpet, trombone in the vicinity, she becomes plagued by noises out of turn. By the end of the film, the exceptional, audacious character of Tar becomes wholly unexceptional, reduced to a has-been and a sellout. The film discards its remarkably lengthy scenes that in many ways set it apart from other films, and adopts a structural normality that reflects its now unremarkable protagonist. One scene at the end really delivers the final blow to Tar's control. Tar is being rowed down the river in the Philippines, in itself a marked change from her always driving herself and others around.
Maybe we could stop somewhere and take a swim.
Yeah, at the waterfall, but not in the river.
Why? Is there something wrong with the water?
No, they're crocodiles.
Oh. I didn't think they'd be this far inland.
They escaped from a Marlon Brando movie.
Wow. That was a long time ago.
In Berlin, no door was closed to Tar. She had the privilege of near absolute control over her orchestra and her relationships. With the boy's comment, she is lowered to his level, as neither of them can swim there. She is on the receiving end of Marlon Brando's actions, 40 years on, firmly under his control.